night or this evening.
All right, sir. That's the same question I was going to ask you. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling like me
You feeling like you?
and feeling like your reasons.
All right. So you feeling good?
Always.
Always. That's a blessing. What's your name, if you don't mind me asking?
It's Samson.
Samson. Samson's very different. How old are you, Samson?
I'm 37 right now. But May 9th, I'm gonna be 38.
Midnight. So your birthday
Oh,
is
May 9th,
May 9th. Oh, okay. Okay, Samson. Okay, how old will you be, Samson? You
38.
said 38. Okay. I see you got something different in your teeth, Samson. That's very different. I never are those pennies in your teeth?
They're quarters.
Wow, very interesting. Can we see those quarters? Okay. So why do you keep those there?
Lord of the Seas, at first, that was God's vision. That's what I had said with my own voice. So, oceans, fishing was big
Hmm.
and it had got real popular. So, I was in Miami in Florida. So, it made the fishes rich. When I break down, you eat shekels. You put shekels in your fishes.
Wow, interesting. So are you from Mobile, Alabama?
Definitely from Mobile, Alabama.
Born and raised.
Born and raised.
Interesting. Do you have any kids?
I have five.
Yeah, five. What's the oldest? How old is the oldest kid?
I don't know time, so I don't keep up with numbers
Do you keep in touch with your kids?
all the time.
Mm-hmm. Is your oldest kid? Are they old enough to drive?
One almost. She just had a discussion about a car.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Benz my first time.
What color was your Benz?
That was black
Black. You like black? I see you have on all black today.
all the time. Blue
Mm-hmm.
is my aura. Green is my intelligence. Pink is when I feel like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. You have tattoos underneath your eyes. What do they say?
It's really a woolly mammoth because I represent Ice Age, freezing time. I never had to do that because I was always backstage, but opening up portals, telekinesis, telepathically teleporting two fingers to the forehead,
So
and I can open up invisibility,
so opening up portals, or you mean as far as opening up portals to the spiritual realm,
physical realm.
the physical realm? Mm-hmm.
I'm a former, continuous, timeless, no breaks. So I start a new one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Samson. Do you have any relatives besides your? I know your kids are here with you, but do you have any relatives in Mobile, Alabama?
Just morals. I have a family of 11 and 12 before them. So, they're real, big on things of the spirit realm. Some different,
Hmm.
some different.
Why do you feel like you're different?
Oh, I know I'm the only one. I'm 10. I'm not at a 9 of the solar system. And I was always not left out, but, kept out for a reason. I studied and mastered myself and did my own routes. I heard with my own ears and my own visions. I wasn't speaking that much.
Mm-hmm.
But my farm, it was for business.
As far as high school, did you graduate from LaFleur?
Now I never been to the floor. I went to Baker,
Baker.
I
Okay.
went to Shaw, and I went to Blunt.
Baker, Shaw, and Blunt. Were you kind of quiet in school, or did you have many friends in school?
Only the popular of my decision.
Only the
It wasn't
popular.
varsity, that was family.
Mm-hmm.
They was basketball superstars. So I was happy with that position.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You're not homeless or anything, are you?
For 6 years,
Been homeless
this
for
is
six.
7. I really have claustrophobic real bad. Really mad, jealous faces from my open mask that I put on. And it showed me jealousy that I never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
But not at that time. This was lately. It made me ill to my stomach. Something I never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
But
You
I never believed in the devil or the things that they were saying. I knew about power real early.
so you don't believe in the devil, but do you believe in God?
I don't believe in God neither.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's the pulling of gravity. I'm
Interesting.
science to religion, Illuminati, what they call me, but I answered luminosity. I'm brilliance.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Have you ever been introduced to any drugs or anything?
Drugs, no. Ecstasy was the moon goddesses. It meant love.
So no drugs, but you've been introduced to ecstasy.
Of course, and my first rub, but my choice is ice.
So ice is meth, right?
No, not at all.
Elaborate on what's ice.
It's crystal. The healing and things like that. Rich people and businesses have them in their front yards. Beautiful railroads. I walk the railroads forever
Mm-hmm.
because God said you had to eat what you grow. The Garden of Gods, Colorado Springs. It's a difference. That's why I stay on the left so they won't get it confused. And I show my difference.
So how often do you take crystal meth or ice?
It's called ice.
Ice. I'm sorry. How often do you take ice?
I don't have a limit. I'm limitless. And I was backed up so bad because I collect them, the real crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm limitless because I'm timeless. The train was considered as a time machine.
So what does it?
Power empowered by crystals. That's under it.
Mhm.
Bang. And I take off from that screen. I'm a realm jumper. I jump realms. I'm invisible to the unseen, not detected, not tracked, not subtracted or subtracted from anything.
So how does ice make you feel? How does it make you feel?
How I made it. Broke down, hated. That's how I got there. But it was beautiful after I remade it and called it not a drug. by ice because of the war I had with hell, and I froze hell over. Ice. But I let you tell.
So, Samson, I see you have two dermal piercings above your eyebrows. Do those signify anything, or?
Yes, what I was finna say, I have God of Israel tattooed right here, and Zion and Jacob. If you look in formation, it's a woolly mammoth with the ice on top as hooves for the freezing of hell. Because if you look in the Old Testament, that was considered hell. And his reward is with him. So that's my honor, my plaque on my own shelf.
So you spoke on Old Testament. So you've read the Bible before?
I've only done the old. I honor the ancient. Because wet feet, you won't move if you get too cold.
So this area over here, are you usually in this area, Samson, or what area are you usually in?
I stay not here, but I'm from here.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm a ram jumper, and I'm always safe. And safety is the number one for moral.
I got a question for you. I know you don't believe in God and you don't believe in the devil. Have you ever known anybody that practiced voodoo or witchcraft or anything like that?
But the New Testament, it means stigmata, the man on the sticks, sticking pins in them. You say their name with a dog, and you stick them. That's of ancient knowledge. I was told of it, but I never wanted to do that.
Your heart wouldn't let you do it?
I'm moral, so I don't like. I'm bigger than principles, reasons, decisions, rules, commandments. I overthrow all of them. Everyone I have made look like a fool together.
Has anybody done anything to you and you felt like you wanted to get back at them before?
Not get back at them, because it's not them. It's really the game. I don't play games. It's like he's trying to get my attention. But if it's good for moral, that's bigger than heaven, and every reason to go there, I'm all for it. And I open more portals and stretch it. And I have more houses.
Hmm. Okay. I got one more question for you, Samson. Well, maybe a few more. I see you have white stuff in your hair. Where is that coming from? Is that something
It means ice.
that means ice as well?
Ice age is coming.
Wow.
I let it form itself so I can tell you how I felt and how I felt and tell my story for you.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, Samson. I want you to be safe out here, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
Make sure you safe.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, what are you about to do when we leave from you? Are you just gonna just kind of chill out here in the area?
I'ma chill because I like to look at igloos before I go in. Since hell was my problem, I don't like fires or the heat of the winds. I took air out, my exhaustion. So it's serious to me. It's not a people. I believe in the old. I believe in ancestral beef, which is of the stars. I believe in too big for my knowledge. They jump in, but you know what I'm gonna do without them. So examples I don't make, because you probably can make another one, but I know you couldn't make one better than this. So I'm the definition of moral.
Mm-hmm.
From religion to Einstein, saving Einstein. They wait till he died and say he had one problem wrong. I took it upon myself to run his equations with mine, and he did nothing wrong. And I did it in front of colleges and showed them and ran the numbers up. So I saved an innocent genius for the sake of science and his investments and his inheritance and his children and his family, where they come from. I know how it feels to be different and intelligent and lied on, especially by Christians. They're the biggest haters, but I point at them with metal. Periodic table is my table. The triangle, it swing kind of different. Fish and bread, that's the head of my kind. They'll take you out for it. But the elements is forever. We can combine and bind. You don't know of it. It's chemistry. So when you become like that, you appreciate your cars, your televisions, and remember the heart that you never knew that was poured out in it. Because of Hollywood, I got blamed for the superstars and the rappers and the hip hops and how they was living. But 6 means the awakening. It's not to peace. I'm just chilling.
All right. So if you could tell your younger self anything,
My younger self?
your younger self, if you could
Because
tell
that
your
was
younger
in the ending of Benjamin Button when I metamorphosed from frostbite and the Olympics of the gods that was closed in. Only one could come out of there, and I came out crawling. I went to LA, and that's when I went through the spears and had my surgery done.
what type of surgery?
I don't know what they call it, but I call it my first steps.
You had surgery on your feet. Can we see?
Both of them are missing in the complete same exact area where they're cut.
Can you tell us what happened before we let you go?
Ma'am,
Can you tell us what happened to your feet before we let you go?
it was war against the gods. I was in a position before my time, like I just talked about wet feet. You want to move your feet if they're too wet because they get too cold. So with that over my head, she don't want to touch me. It made God upset that he wasn't never coming. And there was no food or no intercessor because of the moral he had did. It was told to them at the end that it was never about him. The toilet was stocked up for generations, and they had to keep starting over and over and over again. He's not coming, get out the way. Let me do it. Shots to the back. From the front. In Jesus' name. For the blame of this blood that is future. So, he made the lame walk. They said I was paralyzed. My medal's still back there. I got up with no confusion. Parked in the same and moved in the same apartment complex. For the other confusion. So he was just in the way. But I'm medal commander of the periodic table. They took me everywhere. And with ice, I'm freezing cold. Colder than water of oceans. We never get wet. Things never get better.
But Samson, this was a great interview. You are a very different being, and I appreciate everything that you've answered for me, and you answered it sincerely. And we thank you so much for the interview, okay?
Nice for you to ask.
Most definitely.
You're not welcome, but it's nice for you to read my book of morals. I'm way past pastors, gods, goddesses, reasons, points, whys, when, where, hows. That's not universal.
All right. Well, that'll be it for us today, Samson.
You have a good one. I mean a good one.
You do the same.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Are you gonna be over here, just chilling over here?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just always chilling.
Okay.
I check temperature, and when it's good enough, then my moral is done.
Okay. All right. That's it.